10 News begins with breaking news.
That is the sound of tear gas being fired by police in El Cajon at a crowd of violent protesters. It happened in the last 30 minutes, sending the crowd running.
Our 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is live in El Cajon, where a third night of protest just got ugly. Rachel.
Yeah, Stephen, Kimberly, and unfortunately this third night of protesting has turned violent. Take a look. We're at Broadway and Mollison. A massive law enforcement presence here. Down Mollison, you've got a wall of police and sheriff's deputies in riot gear. And about 20 minutes ago, they called for it's an unlawful assembly, meaning that the crowd must disperse or risk arrest. And basically what they've been doing is moving the crowd. The crowd is much smaller than it was the last couple of nights, maybe only 300-400 people, but they are more violent. Take a look at what happened about a half hour ago. So they sprayed pepper spray and launched pepper balls, and the reason they did that, we had a number of people who were peeling through here doing donuts in the middle of the intersection. One of the guys was doing donuts in the intersection of Broadway and Mollison. They chased him into a parking lot, and then something happened. He refused to cooperate with them. He was taunting them, swearing, holding a stick up at them, and then protesters moved in. It was right in the parking lot of the yogurt mill, and then the next thing you knew, they started firing the tear gas and launching the pepper balls. And we've got a lot of protesters still out here in the street, but things are moving down Mollison and Broadway. Earlier in the evening, a couple of hours ago, around 8 o'clock is when things kind of took things really heated up a notch here. People were trying to get home. They were trying to get through traffic, and the demonstrators were not allowing them to do so. They were surrounding them in their cars, and a couple of the drivers got so fed up, so frustrated that they got out of their cars, and that's when the protesters, get out of the way, that's when the protesters turned on them and started attacking them. They smashed a couple of car windows, and they started throwing bottles, beer bottles, we understand. At least 2 people were arrested, but that was earlier. That was around 8:30. We don't have any numbers right now on the numbers of arrests, but they seem to be moving down Mollison right now. But these protesters are refusing to leave, and even though it's a much smaller group, the crowd is really thinned out. After the first time that they launched the pepper spray, the crowd did start to disperse, but there's still quite a few people who are refusing to leave. They're saying that they want that entire video of the fatal police shooting. They want that entire video released, and they're saying that they're going to continue to protest until that happens. Also, the schools in this area, the El Cajon School District, has decided to let out early tomorrow. You can check our website for definite times on that, but obviously people in this community very concerned, and they do not think that things are going to ease up anytime soon. So we'll be out here, and as things develop, we'll bring it to you live. Reporting live in El Cajon, Rachel Bianco, 10 News.
Rachel.